Alright, the nitrogen cycle. We need nitrogen to make amino acids, and if you learned in B3, amino acids are used to make proteins. Now nitrogen comes in three forms. The first form is nitrogen found in the air, and it's with the formula N2. It's an unusable form. So we have to try and convert it to the most usable form, which is nitrate, and that's represented by NO3. And that's the form that plants can use, and we go from there. And then the third form of nitrogen that we look at is ammonia, which is represented by NH3. And ammonia is made when decomposers break down dead plants and animals. So those are your three main forms of nitrogen: N2 in the air, nitrate, NO3, ammonia, NH3. Now, you can change from one form to the other, and to change from one form to the other requires a type of bacteria. So there's basically three main types that you need to know about. So if you're going from nitrogen in the air to nitrates, nitrogen in the air to nitrates is done by nitrogen fixing bacteria. So nitrogen to nitrates is nitrogen fixing bacteria, and we find those bacteria in the soil and in the root nodules of legume plants. Okay? Now, when the decomposers break down dead plants and animals and release ammonia, that process is known as ammonification, and you don't need to know about the bacteria there. If you're going from ammonia to nitrates, a bacteria there is nitrifying bacteria. So ammonia to nitrates is by nitrifying bacteria. And if you're doing the reverse, nitrates back into nitrogen, the unusable form in the air, that is denitrifying bacteria. So a lot of this you have to just memorize. So nitrogen to nitrates is nitrogen fixing bacteria. Nitrates back to nitrogen in the air is denitrifying bacteria. And ammonia to nitrates is nitrifying bacteria. So how this works here. So if we're going from nitrogen in the air to nitrates, that's going to be nitrogen fixing. So this would be nitrogen fixing bacteria. If you're going in reverse, nitrates to nitrogen in the air, that's going to be denitrifying bacteria. Now the ammonia, we said it is used by plants, and then plants are eaten by animals, and both plants and animals will eventually die. And when they die, the decomposers that break them down will release ammonia. Now ammonia can be converted back to nitrates, so again that's why there's this star around here for nitrates and like here, because nitrates is the key thing that we want. That's what plants use, and nitrates, again, they provide amino acids, nitrogen for amino acids to make proteins. Now to go from ammonia to nitrates, this is nitrifying bacteria. So again, key points of nitrogen cycle. The key form of nitrogen that we want is in nitrates. Three forms: nitrogen in the air, N2, nitrates, NO3, ammonia, NH3. And you're just basically changing from one form to the next. In order to do that, you have three different types of bacteria you need to know about. Nitrogen in the air to nitrates, nitrogen fixing. If you're reversing that, nitrates back to nitrogen in the air is denitrifying bacteria. Ammonia to nitrates is nitrifying bacteria. And that's it.